Oh, heck, we're live already. Hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Strike Streams Friday edition, the 23rd of May edition. Is there significance to that number? Let's find out. How are we all doing? Lovely to see you. Please click like on the stream because I did not create this stream until like moments before I needed to click the go live, because I guess yesterday I finished the stream and then dashed off to do Pokemon Scarlet stuff and forgot to set up a stream for today. And whenever there's less time on whenever the stream doesn't exist until like a minute before the stream, fewer people click like on it. So let's make up for that. So anyway, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing very well. It's lovely to see you. Happy Friday! If you've made it to the end of the week in your time zone, well done for making it through another week. Unless you're Xander, who still has to work tomorrow. And if you're not quite at the end of the week, well, then I hope these last few hours are okay. Let's get into the game. Let's say hi to some people. Oh, come on, I pressed mute on my laptop. Why wasn't it muted? Anyway, Bark. So hi, Conowat and Kevin and Kieran and Xander. And I don't know if there's anyone else. Yeah, look at Xander being... Hey, guys, Xander's, like, responsible and, like, probably out-earns us all. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, so Xander, Kevin, Gage, hello. Oh, gosh, sorry, this intro's so loud. I apologize if it's, like, way louder than, like, my voice. Just electric guitars, man. But no, so Gage, hello, happy Friday. To the extent that Fridays are happy, which is very much so. Who doesn't think Fridays are a good day? Who here, is there anyone for whom, like, Friday is their least favorite day of the week? I don't know, man. I can't imagine there's that many. Connor, did any of us talk about what our favorite Disney movie is? We have in the past, but we can do so today. And there's all kinds of different categories as well. There's like live action Disney, cartoon Disney. I want to say live action. I don't mean live action remakes. I just mean they've just made random movies that are like live action. Like the one where the kid grows up to be Bruce Willis that I've never seen. So Nightcat, hello, not to be confused with Nightbot. Welcome. Gage, just finishing up a Raikou. Haven't gotten a shiny in days. Ooh, yeah. When you go for them, Gage, you really go for them. So for you, it doesn't ever take like too long. But obviously, the number of Dynamax Adventures is like a huge number. Righty-ho, everyone. So let's grab my pen and paper, get ready to pin some comments, and let's find... who is around and stuff like that. Around town. So let's find out. So, chat, my lovely chat. As you know, and as has been for a little while, a good couple of weeks or so now, my tickets are for Uxie, Thunderous, and Katana. And what I need you guys, gals, and non-binary pals to do is I need you to say, switch, strike. And then I can do, and then you're going to... say who you can do out of Uxie, Thunderous, and Kartana. Ready, set, bow, let me know. And then we'll get on with the show. Switch to. I know. So, Nightcat, so you can only do one game. So basically, maybe we could try... Whoa! Kieran just did a very lovely magic trick. A $5 super chat. Kieran, thank you so much. That's incredibly kind, and I so hugely appreciate it. Thank you. That's really, really nice. Hang on. So we've got Nightcat, we've got Gage, we've got... Okay, hang on, let's just see. Kevin's probably going to be getting dinner. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe not. Hang on, I missed Kevin's comment. I was sort of like, oh, Kevin hasn't commented yet. Let's see, hang on. Kevin, are you okay going first this time? Like, if we had Nightcat, Kevin, and Kieran, would that be okay? And then we could have, like, Gage and Conowat in, like, Team 2? Does that sound okay? So if we had, like, Uxie first with Nightcat, Kieran, and Kevin... Okay, yay! No dinner for Kevin. Sorry, that sounded kind of cruel. No food for you, Kevin. But yeah, does that sound like a plan? So, hang on. We'll do this... hang on. We'll go team 1. Hang on. I got team 1. Kevin, Kieran, Nightcat. For Yuxi. And then team 2 will have like Gage and Connor Watt, Katana. And then hopefully that sounds good. And then I'm going to pin this thing. Pinning message. Kramin, hello. And Kramin had actually typed it in as well, but I am going to pin my own one because I preferred my one. Because I'm biased like that. Kramin, hi, hello, welcome. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to have you here. Okay, so chat, I think that's enough dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying, and waffling. So we are going to press the Y button. So team 1, Kieran, Kevin, and Nightcat. Kramin, it's so... I know why YouTube doesn't have this. If you could just press the enter button or, like, shift and enter to, like, space it out, then, like, that would be... like so much better kind of thing. Like then you could just say team 1 blah 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 and the Pokemon, but because you can't do that, that's why I was like, I'm gonna do the brackets and the 2 different kinds of brackets, because at least that kind of splits it up in a way that an enter button can't. Again, I know why they do it, because they don't want to have people going, hello, my name is Kramin and I am happy to see you. You know, like, I get why they do that, because otherwise, I mean, that's it. I would have a nightmare, because I can only see, like, you know, 10 people commenting at once, or like 10 comments at once. And that's if they're, like, all small one-line comments. So if someone was, like, you know, ready, set, bow, or something like, it's like, no, please don't do that, guys. It would be like a nightmare. But anyway, sorry. So we're going to connect to the local communication. So Kevin, Kieran, Nightcat. Let's do this thing. And then we'll take it from there. So let's see what we got here. And then we'll go Dynamax Adventure. I will answer about the Disney movies in a second, but let's just set things up here. So Yuxi. But here we go. And then we'll go 0523 and then 0209. How about that? 0523 0209. And there we go. So Kevin, Kieran, Nightcat. Come on down. But no, Disney, that's the thing. I mean, I don't really have like a favorite Disney movie, just because there are like too many, and there are like too many categories. Like for like animation, it's like I love like Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. Like those are 2, and like Aladdin, like that trio is like really, really good. But then like something like Emperor's New Groove I love, but that's like so different from them. But I think it's like still valid, but just in a whole different way. And then you've got like some of the 3D animated movies that they've then had. So like, you know, like Tangled's really cool, and obviously like Frozen is incredible. But then there's like Wreck-It Ralph, which is like really good, but just very different as well. And then like... and then you've got, like, you know, does Pixar stuff count? I mean, initially it was, like, kind of Disney adjacent, but now it kind of is a new offshoot of Disney. But obviously, like, Toy Story and Up and, you know, and, like, they're incredible. So it's just, it's hard to call, man. And then obviously there are, like, live action films and stuff like that. So... it's kind of hard. You guys know this. Dark, Ghost, Bug. Don't use ground moves because it has Levitate. Let's do this thing. And it's a bulky boy. Gage, it's been 8 days since your shiny Suicune and 2 dupes of Absol and Diggersby. You just want to strangle your shield card game. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly something. Okay, hang on. We want... okay, I'm actually going to go with Seismitoad just because of how useful it is as a support Pokemon. Marowak has Throat Chop. I repeat, Marowak has Throat Chop. Bronzong does resist Steel pretty well, and it does have Metal Sound, and Clefairy is a good support Pokemon, and then Diggersby does have a load of ground moves, but that actually ironically means this is one of the few times where Diggersby may not actually be that good, but I mean, it could still help us win a load of battles. So, Kevin, still think one of your favorite movies has to be The Incredibles. I could go into a rant if you... Oh my god, why am I getting all the dropped frames and stuff today? I need to, like, I don't know. I kind of, like, cleared out a bunch of stuff on my computer the other day. So there's... Oh, so Ghost. So I think we should do that. Haunter is a Ghost, so I think we should do that. And then there's Thievel. So could we go, like, sort of Ghost, Poison, as in Mimikyu, Haunter, Thievel? Because I think that'll work. But yeah, no. Sorry, why is this being laggy? Oh god, and I'm getting dropped frames. I don't know why this is doing this. Why is this misbehaving today? Hang on, let me just... I haven't, like, changed anything lately. The only thing... I have been using my computer more. Like, so I don't know if maybe, like, say I've, like, got a bit less space on my... Hang on, why isn't that clicking back in? I have, like, I probably have, like, say, less space on my hard drive now, maybe. Also, hang on, why isn't the gameplay coming back? Okay, there we go. No, why did that do that? Why is it... Hang on. I didn't click anything there. Why is the picture gone? Oh, and now the cat's going nuts. Okay. This is all just being very slow today. Oh, gosh. Hang on, I'm just gonna do a deliberate deactivate, reactivate. Okay, I haven't changed any settings, so the game shouldn't be lagging. Okay, but if we have frame drops and stuff today, obviously just, like, allow for it again. Only let me know if things get, like, super serious and super weird and super bad beyond what we've been having. Yeah, I don't know why... it just gets so annoying when it's like this, because it's like, why is this doing this? Is it just because my computer does have, like, a bit more stuff on it? Do I need to, like, delete a bunch of files or something? I haven't really, like, downloaded, like, a whole load of stuff onto it, though. It's just I've been using it a bit more. That's it. Oh, okay. Stomping Tantrum is the way better move than Dig, because we do need to be, like, attacking this thing. We do need to play nice and offensively here. We got to beat this in 3 turns, okay? So, you know, we need as many attacks as possible here. And Mimikyu like costs you 1 because of its ability, so... But hopefully, now that I'm using Max Ooze, we'll deal a bit more damage now. And we should be good. Hopefully we should be able to... If we've done like a quarter of this thing's health and one of the attacks didn't count and I used a Max Ooze, hopefully like some Energy Ball and like Bone Meringue and this Dig, and then if we use Stomping Tantrum next time, we should do a lot of damage here. So I think we should be okay here. That shouldn't do too much unless it's a crit, which luckily it didn't. There's the Dig, nice. Isn't Mimikyu weak to Steel? Does Marowak doesn't have a steel move though, does it? Doesn't it have like Bone Meringue, Throat Chop, and I think you're thinking of the Alolan. Alolan Marowak has like Iron Head, but I don't think this one has a steel move. What does it have? It has like Bone Meringue, Throat Chop, and something else, right? Oh no, it does have Iron Head. Then yeah, we should be using that. The only reason we should use Bone Meringue is to, like, get rid of the ability, perhaps, but... Yeah, okay. I thought maybe it was only the Alolan one. Yeah, we should be using our super effective moves. Well done, Kieran, for calling out Kevin. No, well done there, everyone. No, they do both indeed have Iron Head. It's funny, usually if there's a Pokemon with a regional variant, they don't really tend to have any, like, overlapping moves, I don't think. That's a rare case of them actually having that, so... Oh, who should take it? That is the question. What is... Hang on, who have we got? There's, like, Thievel and Haunter, isn't there? I would say... Maybe we could, like, get rid of... Diggersby? Yeah, Diggersby's not very good against Haunter, and it doesn't really have a whole lot to offer against Thievel. So maybe we could get rid of Diggersby here. Although our other Pokemon aren't that great either, though, is the only problem. Unless we get rid of Whimsicott now. We could get rid of, like, Whimsicott, just because it's not very good against Haunter. So we could get rid of Whimsicott. As long as, like, say one of you two go, then, like, it's fine. Okay, Whimsicott didn't switch. Please switch, Diggers. Oh, no! No! Remember the throw your hat in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Dang it. Oh, dang. Okay, not a great start. Not a great start. As long as one of those two goes for it, i.e., as long as, like, even if you both throw your hat in the ring for it. But okay. Right, so now we need to think about... Now we do really need to think about who's going to switch here. I still think... If we have... Okay, if... Let me think here. Let me think. Let me think here. Okay, if we get rid of Whimsicott now... Maybe... It depends. If Whimsicott dies and gets revived or something, maybe we keep it. If Whimsicott still has low health, maybe we just get rid of Whimsicott here. If Whimsicott... But the thing is, Whimsicott is good against the Thievul is the only thing. Like Whimsicott could use Max Starfall against Thievul, and I am kind of aware of that, and I kind of would like to utilize that. Whereas, like, Diggersby is just kind of very neutral. So, maybe we'll get rid of Diggersby here. Oh, crud. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of Diggersby, in which case... yeah. Let's get rid of Diggersby here. Because, yeah, because... Yeah, okay. No, we need to be using Stone Edge, guys. We got to be using our good moves here. We don't have time to waste. Okay. So, I know, I jinxed the Whimsicott. Okay. But yeah, let's get rid of Diggersby here, because it's weirdly not a good... Like I sort of actually said at the beginning, it's weirdly, like, not a good choice throughout this, and then unfortunately the Pokemon we've been up against just, like, haven't been very good either, funnily enough. I feel like Diggersby... Weirdly, this has been a very anti-Diggersby series of Pokemon. Which is a weird thing to say, given Diggersby is, like, one of the best Pokemon in this mode. I'm so... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going terribly. But again, if we got to use our good moves, guys, because if we had, we would have won this battle by now, unfortunately. Okay. But that's okay. Right. I'm just attacking it because there's no point in me using Screech. Here's the Max Darkness. Okay, so we'll get rid of Diggersby. Diggersby has not been good, again, which is such a weird thing to say, because it is one of the best Pokemon. And then, there we go. So remember, you want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. So yeah, we'll have, so like Haunter can be like our Dynamaxer, and then Whimsicott will be good against the Thievul, in theory, in game theory. And then this should be good here. So, okay. So, Diggersby, let's now ditch our Diggersby. Diggersby, we need to get rid of Diggersby. Okie doke. Oh, that fog is getting pretty heavy. I can see the difference with, like, 2 lives left. Okay, because normally we don't have, like, only 2 lives left at, like, this point. Right, Thievul is next. Okay, so this is cool. And then, cool. Maybe, like, again, I think ideally, like, Max Darkness would be better than Max Phantasm, but I just think because of, like, Whimsicott's going to be useful for this fight, whereas, like, Diggersby just, like, wouldn't compare. Like, a non-Dynamaxing Diggersby would be worse than a Dynamaxing Whimsicott. Like, Whimsicott does have, like, Play Rough or something, right? So, like, we can use, like, Max Starfall here, I'm hoping. Yeah. So that should be pretty good. I am going to go with a Screech, because that will help with said Max Starfall. And then we should be good here. And then yeah, and we'll switch Whimsicott for Thievul. And then this way we'll have like two dark, well, a dark type, a dark move user, and then a ghost type. And I think that should be pretty good. Right, here's the max stuff. Oh, this might not do a ton of damage. Oh, okay, that actually did do a lot. Was that a crit? Was that a crit? No. Oh, dang. Okay, that did a lot. I thought Whimsicott didn't really have a good attack, but maybe it does. Okay, foul play. Oh, that actually could be kind of dangerous. Okay, energy ball. Nice. Good shot. Okay, so here's the Screech. So, basically, if we all just do what we did again, we will, like... Oh, okay. We might get, like, a good win here. So, Lily, hello. Welcome. Lovely to see you. Yeah, no, Lily, I just hadn't, like, set up today's stream. I hadn't, like, cancelled it or anything. I just hadn't. Normally, I set up the next stream at the end of the previous one, but I just forgot to do it yesterday because I went to do the Pokemon Scarlet Raid Den event. So yeah, nothing had changed in the schedule. I just hadn't set up the stream yet. That's all. That's the thing. Yeah, in fairness, Thievul isn't that bulky, but I just thought, like, I don't know, that Max Starfall just did way more than I thought it was going to. Well done, everyone. Right, so you want to catch everything, you don't have to keep them. Ash, keep them. But no, you don't have to keep them, you just want to catch them. Ash, catch them. But we do want to switch Whimsicott here, so... Yeah, whenever I forget to set up the streams, like, fewer people do watch them, unfortunately. And just, we have had, like, the slow death of the strike streams, unfortunately, over the past few weeks or so. Right, Thievul for Whimsicott. Yeah, so Whimsicott, let's get rid of Whimsicott, let's go get a Whimsicott, can't have pie without Whimsicott. So yes. Yeah, Thievul is one of those, like, early root Pokemon. Again, this goes into what my, sort of rant about why, this does sort of go into my rant about why open world is not necessarily better than linear, because with linear, you get that nice sort of progression of, like, you know, you use some Pokemon for one portion of the game, and then you ditch them. Whereas when it's open world, it means you can get powerful Pokemon, like, before the first gym, and it's like, why would anyone ever, like, use a Spidops when you can get, like, a Larvitar? Like, you know, it's just kind of like, well, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Yes, please, Dynamax. Always Dynamax turn 1, and particularly when you've got stab, super effective damage. We want to be using our Dynamaxes. We definitely want to be using our Dynamaxes. It's a big part of the strategy. Yeah. So, Evan Uno, Gobo Go. Hello, Evan Uno, Gobo Go. Lovely to see you. Happy Friday. So, hang on, Connor, what? Sinistchar can beat Cynthia's ace 7-star raid. I speak for experience. I did say to myself, well, to my friend, I was like, I do think that maybe Sinistchar could be good because it has, like, a healing, it does have, like, sort of like a healing grass move. So that's good to know. I did just use, like, Orthworm, and we just did, like, Orthworm strats. Orthworm gym. Right, I'm going to switch to Sludge Bomb here just for, like, I don't know, for poison's sake. No, Marowak! No, we get ground down by a Marowak. No. Dang. I wanted Marowak, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, I forgot we only had, like, 2 lives left. Foul play. Okay, nice. That was good. In the hood. Okay, oh, no, it's getting desperate. It's getting desperate. And then... Oh, and you used a Stellar Terror. Okay. Oh, it's going to use Swift. Can we shake it off? Yes, we can. Okay. So we're like one hit away from victory, which ironically that Marowak would have gotten if it hadn't died. I think it should use Snarl. No, because we've like lowered its defense a whole ton. So going physical was the way to go. And remember, Snarl is like inaccurate as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this feeble? So I know you would have like lowered its special attack, but we wouldn't have done very much damage on it at all. Foul Play is definitely the more powerful move that is like ending this raid faster. And Max Phantasm. Okay, no, but it's doing it on Thievel, so that's fine. I was a bit worried about who it was deciding to go for there. I can't wait for the random max psych it ends the run. Gage, don't even joke. Okay, there we go. We did it. That was good. That was very good, everyone. Again, we had a rough start there. We did have a rough start, but we did manage to salvage it. Did somebody say salvage? Yes, I did. But no, seriously, Team 1, well done. Kevin, Kieran, Nightcat, very good job. Everyone, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in, wish everyone good shiny luck. And if you haven't clicked like on the video, on the stream yet, please do so, because it does just help out tremendously. And like I said, I didn't set up today's stream until like 1 minute before it begun. So that usually results in fewer people knowing it exists, watching it, liking it. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was going to be shiny, but I believe it's not. So Mimikyu is a no. Haunter is also not shiny. Thievel, I do need a shiny Thievel. It's not shiny either, but we do have a girl team, so that's something. But will we get the golden Yuxi? Oh, it's a Bluesky. It's the colors of Ukraine, and we support Ukraine here at Beauvo Games. But no, nothing here though, unfortunately. So yeah, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. But let's see, do we have any good natures or anything? That's not that great. Neutral on Haunter, that's a neutral on Thievel. Now, are they the same kind of neutral? They're both serious! Why so serious? That's amazing. That's absolutely wild. But yeah, wow, Haunter has a better attack than Thievel? Who knew? Who knew? No wonder why it has foul play instead of like a regular dark move. Well done, everyone. I'm gonna go for the Thievel. Oh, Thievel has the Unburden ability. I don't think I actually knew that, but I guess if we ever give it an item, give it something like a weakness policy or a citrus berry or something that can be used up. I'll go for the Thievel because he nicked it and he'd do it again. So there we go. Wish they made Haunter shiny cooler than just the tongue. It used to be cooler, I believe, like back in the Gen 2 sprite days, but yeah, they kind of have messed up. A serious Haunter feels like a contradiction. Oh, good point, Kevin. Okay, so welcome back. Would you like to remember where Yuxi is? Yes, I would. Otherwise, I'll have to change Nightbot. So for Team 2, we have... who we have Gage and it's Gage and Conowat, isn't it? So Gage and Conowat, are you both here? And then is there anyone else who would like to do a Kartana? If you are here and you would like to play and you would like to do a Kartana with us, so like for example, Evan, would you like to do a Kartana with us? If there's anyone who would like to do a Kartana, please write strike the number of times you have played today, and then say, I can do Kartana. Okay, just let me know if you can do Kartana, but we'll see if there are, like, people who haven't played yet who can do Kartana. If not, then we'll let someone who's already played do a Kartana. Kartana, so ready, set, bow, let me know. But okay, Gage and Conowat are still here. Excellent, thank you. Thank you for not ding-dong ditching us. Like, yeah, I can play. I mean, Jill, yes, I can see your messages. You're good. You said, are people still seeing my messages? And you said, exactly, Kevin, lol. So, nope, you're good. You're good. Okay, let's see. So we do have a couple of... Oh, we have, like, one strike one I can do Kartana. Anyone else, though? Or is it just Kevin? Watch Brantley join the TA. Very good, Kieran. Very good. And then, okay, Kieran can be the sub for Kartana. Okay, well, I'm going to give it to Kevin if not. So going once on Kevin being the third player for Kartana. Going twice on Kevin being the third player for Kartana. Going 3 times. Is there anyone else? Anyone who hasn't yet played at all today who wants to do a Kartana? This probably should have been the point where I said... like, make sure you're watching live, but too late. It's 2:32 p.m. and Kevin is going to be our third player. So, Gage, Conowat, and Kevin, please come on down. So let's talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say that we want to do a Dynamax adventure because it'd be weird if we didn't. I'm going to select Kartana. The other 3 of you, though, are going to say anything goes or anything is fine. So I have Kartana on my screen. You'll have question marks. I will say 0523 and then 0232. That's 0523, 0232. That's not at all complicated. So here we go. Yeah, Jill, maybe we could, like, try you in a bit or something. Like, maybe if we have something where it's, like, easy to beat, like, if we had ended up having 3 players, we could, like, give you a go and see what happens, but I wouldn't want to be like, let's get Jill in on Thunderous. Like, Thunderous, you kind of want to have a full team of 4 for that. But if we have, like, you know, sometimes 4 week doobity-da, then, you know, we could try again. Unless this is the point where you say, I'm at Walmart today. Maybe not then. Okay, so here we go. Everyone's here. Love it. It's to quote Smash Bros. Ultimate, everyone's here. So you guys know Kartana has a very weak special defense, but a very good physical defense. So try and aim for special if possible. Fire types are obviously the best here. They're ×4 super effective, but fighting is super effective as well. And in terms of just defensively, watch out for Kartana's Leaf Blade. That's the main thing to watch out for. And ready, set, bow, here we go. I do have a story for you guys in a sec, but I'll get to it in a second. Okay, we've got a couple of body presses. It's not ideal. Okay, I'm going to go for Bear Tick just because I'd say Bear Tick is generally more useful to get us through than, like, Dubwool. Funnily enough, both are kind of, like, effectively weak to fire, as is Tangela. So we've got a load of stuff that's, like, weak to fire types. Tauros technically has a physical fighting... Why are we getting all these, like, physical fighting moves? Oh, gosh. And then, okay. Tangela's... In terms of Kartana, Tangela is technically the best thing there, which really says to how terrible these options are. You guys are making good choices, but the options are terrible. Again, I always like distinguishing between options and choices. Choices, some solid choices, I would generally say. We will definitely need to get rid of that Rhydon. But then again, it's in 4th place. Like, 4th place is always the thing we're going to switch. Are we even seeing any fire moves here? Oh, gosh. I'm not even seeing fire moves here. This is not good. Does the fairy have a fire move? Some fairies have fire moves. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is really bad, guys. I'm just gonna go for Behemoth because I need a shiny of it. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. We need to... Oh gosh. We need to find, like, some kind of special... Okay, here's what I'm thinking, okay? I don't know what options were in the top right, but maybe we need to go for the Charger Bug to get that special attack boosting ability. And then, like, we can have... So if we get, like, the special attack boosting ability, right? If we have that, and we get, like, a good special attacker at the end, maybe, like... That maybe our our key to victory could be like some kind of strong neutral special attack. Although are there many neutral like attacks against a Kartana? Kartana's either like weak to things or resists them, right? Like water's not good, electric's not good, ice is neutral, and I have special ice. But this is kind of what I'm thinking maybe we could like aim for. like... Yeah, the fairy was... Sorry, I forgot to say the fairy was Comfey. So that's like one of the few... Because a lot of fairies have mystical fire, like Clefairy and Togetic. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. But that wasn't like, oh gosh, Meteor Beam. Oh gosh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Don't you dare hit Beartic. Hit Rhydon. Okay, that is also acceptable. Drill, one of the few Pokemon that levitates that doesn't have Levitate. Thank goodness. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, Jill is offering to do a trial test Scepter run. Could be good to test for science sake. Hard mode begin. Yes, indeedy. Focus. Oh, yeah. Focus Blast and Aura Sphere. Yeah, I think like they're like the only two in like this mode, aren't they? There are moves like Sacred Sword and stuff, but I don't think that's in this mode. Oh gosh, this is... Yeah, did we see anything with, like, Focus Blast? Maybe there's something with Focus Blast somewhere, but I don't think I even saw that. This is, Ice is also weak to fire and fighting, I know. That's the problem, like, Dubwool and, Beartic are both, like, weak to fire, essentially. Right here, show me Potato Hailstorm. Double's using Mega Kick. Oh, so close. Right, Expanding Force, more like an Expanding Horse. Well, that's Dubwool down. Dang, okay. I do have a bit of a theory here. Maybe if we... So if Rhydon switches for this Beheeyem... I know this sounds really weird, but if Rhydon switches here, this actually maybe could be... Or if we switch Dubwool. Dubwool, like, here's the thing. Beheeyem could use Max Darkness, and that could be good against Kartana. Like, that's one of the reasons I say about it. The problem is I can't remember what's on the third row. I do think we should go for Charger Bug next, and we should switch... Actually, no, because we kind of want Charger Bug to be Dubwool. I think we want to get rid of Dubwool for Charger Bug. So, I think we should get rid of Rhydon here. I know that sounds weird, and I know isn't Rhydon super effective against Charger Bug, but also, it's a Charger Bug. I don't think we need to worry about it. So, I know that this sounds very unconventional. but I think we should go for the Kartana, and then Comfey... Oh, man. Okay, maybe what we could do is we could go for the Comfey for science, and Kevin or Gage could get rid of like their Pokemon for science. Maybe I'm kind of clutching at straws here. I don't like either Kevin or Gage should switch here, and then whoever doesn't switch here should science afterwards, and maybe that could be the plan. I'm gonna go Wise Glasses because I'm gonna lean into let's go for like a special attack strat. Like if we have Beheeyem using Max Darkness, and if I use like Frost Breath, and if Charger Bug is sitting there boosting our special attack, and then maybe we can get another special attacker from the Scientist, or just the no, Comfey doesn't really have anything, does it? But so that's my theory. That's like what that's like what I'm kind of thinking here. Because that's the thing, yeah, Charger Bug doesn't have any... Sorry, that was something I was meant to say. Yeah, Charger Bug doesn't have any bug moves to, like, harm Beheeyem with. So, again, Charger Bug is, like, quite easy to defeat. Again, I know a Rhydon is technically better against it, but Beheeyem's not going to have... Just Beheeyem using, like, Expanding Force, it's gonna be fine. So, I think we should be okay here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Show me Potato Facade. If we do beat Kartana this round, it better be shiny for all of us. Hard agree. Very much agree with that sentiment. Definitely. Right, Charger Bug's speed is down. Going around town. Okay, right, critical hit, nice. Although, obviously, guaranteed critical hit. Right, Meteor Beam. So, yeah, we're going to KO this on turn 2, basically. So we've got the... Okay, Eerie Impulse. Who are you using it against? Okay, double special attack harshly foul. That kind of sucks, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to go with another Frost Breath. And then, right, here's Facade. More like a tub of lard. And then here's Max Strike. Kadoosh. Very nice. And then we just have to hope that Behemoth does get its... oh, critical hit. We just have to hope that Behemoth does get its Meteor Beam off here. And then we should be good. Without any, like, Eerie Impulse shenanigans. There we go. Lovely. 2-turn Charger Bug. Okay, the fact that took 2 turns... Probably, it was a bit tougher than we thought. But it didn't really... It literally did nothing to us. So, I will accept that. I will accept that. Oh, one thing I was meant to say. Sorry, Connor asked about Mario Kart music yesterday. And I only really dabbled in the answer a bit. But it's because it's kind of, like, so hard just because Mario Kart has had so much music over, like... 30 years now. Oh gosh, the franchise is old. Yeah, so Tauros or Dubwool, as long as like maybe if you both throw your hat in the ring, I don't really care. Doesn't matter too much. But I do think we need to do some science here. I think we do need to science here. Just hope that we get some kind of special attacker. And plus, Comfey will be like kind of easy to KO. Obviously, this could. Maybe, like, it would have been better for Gage to have taken the Charger Bug, just because, obviously, we are going to be relying on Gage to be our Dynamaxer here. And, like, if we get something that's bad against Fury, then we could be in trouble. But I'm going to believe we're going to get something that's really good here. I think... I'm going to say Salazzle. We're going to get a Salazzle, a Science Salazzle here. A Scientific Salazzle. Let's see what we've got. A Jigglypuff. Okay, that's... not really what I had in mind. And I don't think it really has anything to hit Kartana with, does it? Okay. I legit don't know if you want to switch Jigglypuff for Comfey or whatever. Comfey could act as a support Pokemon. It can use Floral Healing. But then Jigglypuff is a support Pokemon due to its ability. So, yeah. But anyway, a Max Strike or whatever will be fine here. It has like hype. Oh, it doesn't have a normal. Okay, a Max Starfall will be fine here. For some reason, I thought it had like Hyper Voice or something. This is fine. Oh, you do have faked. Oh, you do have fake tears. Oh, so we could. Oh, so you could fake tears. Oh, hang on. So this is for Kartana. You could fake tears. Behemoth could use Max Darkness, right? And then I could use like Frost Breath, and Charger Bug could just exist, and then like we could really focus on the special defense strat here. I mean, we could even use like yes, okay, I like this. Isn't Kartana steel type as well? Yes, that's why like Fairy isn't very good. Luckily it doesn't have steel moves, so it can't, but like so it can't really like do anything to us as a steel type offensively, but it's just a pain defensively. It's using After You, which means that Charger Bug will now spark. Can we get some cheap paralysis? No, okay, fine. Frost Breath, nicely done, Beartick. So expanding force, more like an expanding horse. And then here's the Max Starfall. Jigglypuff has used its final smash and gone all big. Okay. Right, mist swirled around the battlefield. I'm just going to keep using Frost Breath here. It's all I got. And I know I have Body Press, but again, Kartana is so good physically, defensively, that a Frost Breath is going to be the better thing to use, ironically. Hang in there, Kartana. Charger Bug, I mean. Kartana, Charger Bug. So I wanted to do the Kartana, but I'm like a round too early. Right, expanding force. I'm thinking of too many things, dang it. Kevin, I'm just here for moral support. You could use String Shot, You could play bass. Would you like to play bass? No, you could try string shot. That could do something. Right. Oh, we did it. We did it. Well done, everyone. Oh yeah, there was a glitch where you could like make it permanently big. Yeah, that was funny. Smash Bros. We love you, Smash Bros. Okay. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Right. So. Yeah, so I actually think the Jigglypuff could be better. Its ability helps protect everyone else, and it has fake tears. And I think if we do like fake tears and max darkness and frost breath, that we have a semblance of a strategy here. And if this works, I will call myself a genius. And by genius, I just mean lucky idiot, really. Because this has been, again, for Kartana, we've normally seen... Oh! Oh! Oh, no! No, what was that? No! No, no, our plan! Our whole plan! What happened? What? Did we, like, disconnect? The whole plan was around Behem. Oh, no. Oh, no. I would say don't Dynamax. If you're Comfey... Oh, gosh. Did we disconnect there? Is that... Hang on. No. I'm so confused. The whole plan was... Don't Dynamax. Don't Dynamax, because... Like, Comfey is a bad Dynamaxer. I'll be better off with a Blizzard. If we can use, like, fake tears with Jigglypuff, we can still win this. But, we needed Behem there. Oh, gosh. What is up with these past 2 days and, like, weird choices we're making and stuff? I don't know what's happened. Oh, no. Right, okay, there's Sword Stance. Oh, gosh. Right, there's Energy Ball. I think a Draining Kiss would be better than an Energy Ball as well. Energy Ball is, like, ×4, not very effective. Right, there's Spark. Okay, we're going for cheap Paralysis. Okay, right, there's Fake Tears. Okay, so basically we just have to hope that I don't die here. And I think if I can get off a Blizzard, like a Blizzard, like a Max Blizzard kind of thing, like a Max Hailstorm but with Blizzard, then we should win here. But, yeah, 4 shiny Kartanas. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, because we repeatedly talked about Behem being, like, the key member of the team and using Max Darkness. That was repeatedly said. So I don't know what happened there. But here we go. Okay, so we just have to hope we don't get, like, if I get, like, a critical hit, Leaf Blade... Okay, Vacuum Wave, that's fine. And it went for Jigglypuff, that's fine. Okay. So here we go. Here's the Max Hailstorm. This should hopefully do the most of its damage, if not the rest of it. Yes! Okay, Fake Tears for the win. Jigglypuff is the MVP. Well done, Jigglypuff. Well done, Jigglypuff. Well done, Team 2. We made it through. No, it all worked out fine in the end. It's just that could have gotten potentially very scary, but we played well. We didn't Dynamax the Comfey or anything crazy. And luckily Kartana, it did a Sword Stance and then a Vacuum Wave. It squandered what was quite an opportunity for it there to just kind of like sweep through everything. So it all worked out well. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And if you haven't already, please click like on the video, because again, I forgot to make this video earlier, which means fewer people are likely to watch it, get notifications that the stream started and stuff. So let's see what we've got here. Behem is a no. Charger Bug is a no. Comfey is a no. But that's okay. Well, actually, no, it's not okay. I needed a shiny Behemoth, dang it. But will we get, instead of a shiny Behemoth, will I perhaps instead get my 4th Ultra Beast, the shiny silver thinged Katana? No, it's a regular Katana. That, no, Conowat, don't worry, you're all right. It's fine. It all worked out. That's the important thing. Behemoth is a no. You weren't like that one player who we were kind of convinced was like maybe sabotaging us. Like it's just some kind of sick, twisted, like that's what they do. They like join streams and then mess everything up for everyone. I wouldn't be surprised if that was what they were doing. I don't think they necessarily were, because they did do 1 or 2 things we like wanted them to, or like, okay, make sure you like do this, okay, and then they like did, but so yeah. But yeah, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. But do we have any good... There it is. There's the lax. There's the lax one. There's always a lax or a gentle. That's... Oh! 2 laxes! 2 laxes! Right, Charger Bug, you're coming with me, even though you're terrible, because you're at least not lax. Not the worst ability. Like, lax and gentle, the 2 worst natures in the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Welcome back. Would you like to save a record of Katana? Yes, I would. But, oh, if only mods could do something about that. I don't know to what that is referring to. Oh, about, like, the sabotage it. I know! Like, it'd just be... It kind of would be nice if you kind of could block people from watching. You know, like, just blur the screen or mute the audio. Do you know what I mean? Like, have a blur screen or mute audio for this person or something like that. You know, like, that would be... Sorry, it took me a second there to realize, oh, right, about, like, people who potentially sabotage. I know, that should be a feature. That should be a feature. And I know it's like, but wouldn't that discourage people from, like, watching? And it's like, well, yeah, but, like, you know... But then they'd like have to go and create a whole new account and stuff like that just to be able to watch stuff. I think that would be a neat feature. But anyway, bark. Kaz, hello, welcome, welcome. So we are 2 rounds down, 3 to go. So chat, my lovely chat. We still have Thunderous of my tickets. So would you guys, gals, and non-binary pals, if I can type the word Thunderous without completely messing it up, could you please let me know if you are able to do... Oh, gosh. Would you let me know if you can do Thunderous, please? So please let me know how many times you've played today, like Strike, and then how many times... So Strike, the number of times you've played today, and then say, I can do Thunderous, if that's okay. Ready, set, bow, let me know. We'll figure out who's here, who can do Thunderous. Maybe there are some people watching who are Strike Zeros and who haven't played yet. Or maybe there's a bunch of Strike 1s and Strike 2s who can do a Thunderous. But let me know if you can do Thunderous. Ready, set, bow. Let me know in chat, and we'll figure out Team 3, and then we'll move on to the wild cards. Of which we are getting... We are kind of like... Not that we're running out of wild cards. We've still got a bunch of them, but... Our options for wild cards are getting slimmer now. Now that we've gotten, like, 2 wild cards, because it's like, what? I've gotten, what is it, like 15 or 16 of these, like, legendaries. So if you said, like, 16, you would expect about 1 in 4 of them or so to be wild card. Like, you would think I would have, like, at least 3. So we are getting towards what mathematically I should have. But that means that we don't have that many wild cards left, so... okay, Kevin is the only one who can do a Thunderous, from the look of it. Okay, just to check if people are here, if you could do a wild card, let me just bring up my list of wild cards. I probably shouldn't have done that, but, like, if you can do any of my wild cards... Would you be... Are there people who can play, but just you can't do Thunderous? But you could do wild cards? Because we could just move on to wild cards. So, like, for example, like, Kieran can do wild cards. But, like, if Gage and Conowat are still here... but, like, you know, that would be, you know, if people are just like not posting because they can't do Thunderous, but they can do wildcards, now is the time to let me know. Because I don't know if, like, say, a bunch of people have left or are just not commenting because of, like, Thunderous specifically. I just need to get a lay of the land in terms of the situation. So, and if we don't have enough people at all, then I guess this will just be the end of the stream. So, but let's see. Okay, Kevin. So Kevin does have Guzzlord and Boswell and can do a bunch of the wild cards as well. Because we could do something like Buzzwole. And then Kieran has like Nihilego, Stack Attacker, and Buzzwole. Is it really just you two? I thought we had like 5 people here or something. Otherwise, we will have to like just end the stream here, like literally. If we don't have the people, we will just have to like hurry. We just like end the stream, unfortunately. But like anyone else, like now is the time. Like if you can do a wild card, don't worry if you don't have the tickets for a wild card. But if you're here and in the, you know, if you're here and you're able to play, like now is the time to let me know. Oh, Jill, did you get kicked out in your scientific test? Yeah. Jill, I don't know. Here's the thing I would recommend, Jill. Because if you're playing at home and you're literally next to your, like, internet router... Well, for one thing, if you had a way to be able to connect your Switch physically, then I would recommend that. I mean, I don't mean, like, go out of your way and, like, buy a special cable. But I just mean if you have the means already to, like, you know, plug it in physically, test it out. But if that doesn't work, I would advise, like, checking in for any, like, firewall or VPN on, like, your router or something like that. But, oh, Cacjon can do Guzzlord. Oh, okay. Okay, so could we maybe go for, like, a Guzzlord? So, Jill, the 2 things you can do... I don't know what kind of Switch you have, like if you have an OG Switch or an OLED. If you have an OLED, all you need is just, like, an Ethernet to Ethernet cable. Because the OLED has, like, an Ethernet port in the back. But if you have like an OG Switch, like one of the old Switches or whatever, and not like a Switch Lite, but like if you actually have like a dock, right? So if you do have a Switch with a dock, oh, you have a Lite. Okay, never mind then. That doesn't work. I don't think there's such a thing as like a USB-C to internet cable or something like that. But yeah, no, don't worry then. But yeah, oh, that's a shame. But yeah, but you can, even if you have like, even if you don't have like an OLED, what you can do is the Switch has like USB-C ports in the back, and I think there's a thing you can do where you plug in like 1 or 2 USB cables, and then that can like convert to like an internet cable or something like that. You can like connect like Ethernet to USB. You can get these like little like USB to Ethernet adapters, and so you plug one of them like into your Switch or something like that. So you plug like the Ethernet into the doodad, and then you plug in the USB doodad into your Switch, and then that works. But yes, but yeah, but you can't do it if you have a Switch Lite. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so Cacjon, Kevin, Kieran. Could we go for a Guzzlord if that's okay? And then we'll see like who else is around or whatever, and then we'll take it from there. And Kevin, do you wanna? You can host Guzzlord, right? So do you want to host Kevin? But do double check that. Do double check that though before you go off buying stuff, just to be sure, because I only have an OLED, so I don't know about the like connecting an OG switch to the internet. Like, I just do like an Ethernet cable into it. And I actually need to, because I will be like moving soon, I actually do need to like buy an Ethernet splitter thing if I want to carry on doing the strike streams. So I am going to have to do that. But the thing is, then I'm like, oh, is there other stuff I need? Because if I have to, like, if I go to a place where it's like, oh, you get free delivery if you spend like $30, then I might try and buy a couple of other small things that I need, where it's like, oh, I kind of need one of those, and I kind of need one of those, and then yeah. Right, would you like to do a Dynamax adventure? Yes. So we'll say anything goes. Okay, so Kevin has set up the code, so it's 0907 and then 0523. I like it. So 09070523 is another way you can say that. And this is Kevin, Kieran, and Cacjon. Special K variant. It's Special K, Electric Boogaloo. No, Special K, like Legend of Curly's Gold or something like that. I don't know. Like our second variant of the Special K. I would say Kevin, Kiba, Kieran is like the OG Special K team, and then like Kevin, Kieran, Cacjon can be like sort of the second iteration, and then like Kieran, Kiba, Cacjon can be the third, and if we ever get like a Kevin, Kiba, Cacjon, that can be the fourth. It gets very confusing once you get past the second. Okay, so we just need Cacjon. Oh, and please make sure, I do just want to check this, because I felt like Cacjon's reply came very late. Please make sure you are watching live. Like, Cacjon, let me know when you hear me. Oh, you're in. Yeah. Okay, Cacjon is watching live. Okay, good. I was a bit worried that maybe Cacjon could have been on like a little bit of a delay, but yeah. So, right. So you guys know Guzzlord. He's super duper mega weak to Theory. But then he's also weak to Dragon, Ice, Fighting, and Bug. So lots of things that it's weak to. Will we actually find them? Well, given our Kartana luck, we may not. Let's find out, shall we? I was talking about Guzzlord's typing earlier because now that Garchomp is done, we've got Hydreigon next in the sort of 7-star raid events. And me and Michelle were just kind of pondering what they think they'll do for Hydreigon. Do you guys have any thoughts on what Hydreigon... Oh, Dazzling Gleam, there we go. I think it might be like Poison. Shibertooth, hello! Welcome. Lovely to see you. Oh, Cacjon, you pressed the wrong button. Okay, I thought it was weird, because there was a point where I was kind of like, I think you are watching live, and then I was like, it's weird that you're taking like a minute and a half, and then I was like very confused. So no, well done, thank you for making it. Dusclops, it is weak to Dark, but it does have Skitter Smack, which is super effective. Let's see what we got though. And then there's Linoon. Okay, nothing. Oh, Araquanid is bug type. So, and then there is but then there is Cryogonal. Oh gosh. Oh god, what do we go with? Okay, I know I have doomed us to not getting the Cryogonal, but we do have like Klefki in the fort. So Klefki is excellent. We do not need to switch that. We can put all our eggs in a Klefki basket for sure. And then, but yeah, sorry, Shibertooth, adulting. Oh, I'm sorry, that adulting does suck at times, at least. It can be a good thing, but it can also suck. But yeah, Kevin, that's the thing. My predictions are either Steel or Fairy. Steel because it gets Flash Cannon. Yeah, Steel because it gets like Flash Cannon, and it covers Fury, and Dragon. It like gives resistance to like Fairy and Dragon. Doesn't cover the fighting weakness though. I will just say that. So that's why I think maybe they might go for Poison. Le Poisson, how they love Le Poisson. Because the thing about Poison, right? Poison is immune to ground. Hydreigon has Levitate. Also, the only other thing Poison is weak to is Psychic. But Hydreigon is a Dark type, so it will have Dark Pulse and like Stab Dark Pulse. So yes, you could use a Psychic against it, but then you'll get hit with strong Dark Pulse. So I think they might go Poison. Because one thing as well is I'm thinking with all these like pseudo legendaries, they're gonna try and go for like one of each type. Like they're not gonna double up on types kind of things. So like Tyranitar has been Ghost, Dragonite has been normal, Salamence is flying, Garchomp is ground. So I don't think they're gonna like double up on any types or anything. Is my theory, my game theory. And ooh, good shot. And a critical hit. Okay, very nice. So, and I think Poison is like... Poison's like a little bit more niche, but it works with Hydreigon so well. So, they could give it Electric, honestly. Yeah, even like Electric could be okay. But I think if they go for Poison, it's like... It gives you, like, coverage for Fairy. The only thing is it doesn't really protect you against, like, Dragon, but that's kind of the only thing. I think, like, sort of not being resistant to Dragon is the only thing where Steel is better, but Steel leaves you still weak against fighting. So I think Poison is ever so slightly better, or could be slightly annoying. And if they did give it Terra Blast so that, like, any Fairy types would, you know, they might not even really need to give it a Poison move is the thing. Funnily enough, but they could give it like Terra Blast to Poison. The only thing about that is that it would have less coverage. Steel is probably a bit better offensively, coverage-wise. Okay, Dusclops. Do we want to switch for Dusclops? Because if we've got like Araquanid, I'm just thinking like, because I have a Fairy move. Klefki is Fairy and has a Fairy move. So it's just, do we want to... we have Sneasel, who is really good. I think basically, do we just want to do like Araquanid for Marshtomp? I think if we just do Araquanid for Marshtomp, that'll be fine. I don't think we need Dusclops here. I just want to make sure we like definitely get the Araquanid, because I think that'll be like really, really good. And like Lunge is such a good move as well. Like to have, so if we go Araquanids to the right, and then we could just pick whoever, like we could go up against the Xatu, because we're probably a bit stronger against that than Sceptile, or we could go for Sceptile, either to be honest, because we'd have Bug that's super effective and Ice that's super effective. The only thing that Sceptile is good against is me Jellicent, so... Triple Axel on Sneasel is a funny thing. I'm gonna laugh if Hydreigon is Fairy. That would be an interesting one. I don't really know in some ways what it would offer, but it would be an interesting one. I'm just gonna use Dazzling Gleam Max Starfall here just for like Dynamax sake. Just because it's kind of the best thing I've got. I don't think, like, Icy Wind would really offer anything. Neither would Max Geyser, so... I'm just going to use the Fairy. This is just Dynamaxing for the sake of turn 1 Dynamaxing for player 4. Player 4, round 4 Dynamaxing shenanigans. Wouldn't it make sense for you to switch both since you are weak to Dark? That's true, but the thing is, I have Dazzling Gleam, which is really good, whereas, like, Marshtomp only has Ice Punch. I'd rather have Dazzling Gleam and a weakness than Ice Punch. I know it's, like, but doesn't that risk, like, put us at risk to Beast Boost? And it's, like, maybe, but, like, don't forget Jellicent is kind of bulky, and don't forget that I think Guzzlord only... Maybe it had... I don't know if it... I can't remember if it has Crunch or not, but doesn't it have Brutal Swing? And don't forget, Brutal Swing is a spread move, which means it's weaker. So, like, if you're using Brutal Swing on a Jellicent, if you're... Oh, crud, that's not good. Oh, that's double not good. If you're using Brutal Swing on a... if you're using Brutal Swing, it will do less damage, and so even, like, a super effective spread damage move won't do as much damage. Yeah, don't use water moves on Araquanid. I know I tend to forget saying that, but it's just because generally you're not gonna want to use them on Araquanid. But I get Marsh Stomp is like the one. Marsh Stomp and Swampert are like the two Pokemon, I guess, where like this. I think this tends to happen because they don't have anything that's like super. Everything's not very effective. So you're like, well, I guess I should just use Stab. Oh gosh, are we gonna? Oh, we actually might not. Oh, okay, we're not gonna beat this in 3 turns. Crud. This is bad. We aren't gonna beat this in 3 turns now. Dang. Between the water move and that Sneasel KO, we're not gonna beat this now. Crud. Crud. Cruddity. Crud. Did I mention crud? I don't think I did. Crud. So, yeah, okay. Depending on how long it takes to beat this, maybe we might need Marsh Stomp to, maybe, like, I could switch for the thing. No, we still want Marsh Stomp to switch, I think. Right, play rough. We need like a super duper mega critical hit here. Dang, did it lower our attack or something here? Because like we are not doing much damage here. This is, oh no, it used Max Flutterby, didn't it? So yeah, so it's basically just bulked itself up here. Liquidation, crud. Is that going to lower our defense? Yep, there it is. Of course it did. Oh, okay, this sucks. This really sucks. We need Sneasel back, like, immediately, and we need, like, throat choppy lash out nonsense, like, yesterday. Yeah, that's the thing. Max Flutterby is a good move. Like, when you get, like, a good Max Flutterby off, because look how much it's, like, reduced our damage output. And without Sneasel there to, like, deal physical damage, we probably should be going for... We might just want to go for, like, physical moves here if we've got them. I would if mine wasn't Dive, which is bad, because it's a 2-turn attack, and on the 2nd turn, I heal Araquanid. Oh, no, it missed. How did it miss? It's 2 feet in front of you. No, we needed that play rough. Can we get some cheap freeze here? Okay, no. Okay, his liquidation, that, oh gosh. Okay. So basically the Dynamax now will be whoever's after me, right? Which I think, is it Marsh Stomp? I don't even know. No, it's like Sneeze. Oh, I don't know. Right, Dazzling Gleam, boom. We'll figure this out. So basically we're like 2 turns out, okay? I think is like the way that this is gonna work. I think this is... Oh, gosh. Now I'm all confused, actually. Yeah, I think it's good. I think we're like 2 moves... We're like 2 displaced, right? Aren't we like 2 displaced here? Let's check. Which, yeah, because like Kevin's our host, so yeah, so it's me. Okay, but that means I get to use a Max Starfall. So we're basically trading 1 Max Starfall Pokemon for another. So Marsh Stomp. We're going to get rid of Marsh Stomp. Marsh Stomp, because you don't have much health, Marsh Stomp, and we need a Araquanid, so the plan's still the same with regards to switching. Well done. Okay, so, oh gosh, who do we go for here? Oh, Scientist. I'm sorry, Kieran, you're like too good here to do this. And if we hadn't just had like I think we're going to have a difficult fight here. That just, I don't think we can risk it here, unfortunately. Because Sceptile is probably going to be annoying. Okay, so does that mean so Araquanid's going to Dynamax here, right? So if Araquanid is Dynamaxing, we definitely want to go for Sceptile here, right? Is this the... I know, I'm sorry, Kieran. If we were doing better, Kieran, I would have said like, we can science for some fun here or whatever. Or if we had a better Pokemon in the final round, we could be like, yeah, you can try this. But Sneasel's just going to be way too important, I worry. Right, Expert Belt. Okay. Let's see what items we got. Let's see. What do we get? Oh, Expert Belt, Muscle Band, Expert Belt. Lots of Expert Belts. Okay, we should be good here. Okay, this is quite good, though, because it means that Kevin can get a max Flutterby in, and that will lower Sceptile's special attack. It means Grass Pledge is the phrase I'm looking for. Grass Pledge will do less damage, so this should be pretty alright. Guys, why didn't you tell me we all had to wear the same belt? Well, I'm not changing. Okay, so well done, everyone. I'm going to Icy Wind, more like an icy wind. And then we should be good here. Xander. Interestingly, when a Pokemon resets everything, it resets the whole team, but the one doing the reset keeps any buffs it has. Do you mean like the Dynamax? Do you mean like the opponent? Because, yeah, the Dynamax are basically just like resets everything for like the opponents, but not for, you know, itself. It's weird because the text kind of makes it sound like everything nullify. I think the text. We'll have to look at like what the actual text says. Oh, see, like it just lowered all our attack stats. No, why do we keep getting these bulky, like attack lowering, you know, things that? That's why we lost that well, that's why that last fight took so long, because of Max Flutterby. Yeah, we'll have to see what the text says, because obviously it makes sense that they just nullify everything for you, not, like, for everyone, but... right, Icy Wind, more like an icy wind. And then here's the Max Flutterby, bye. So if it does go for any grass moves here, this should be fine. Oh, no, actually, wait, hang on. You are right, though, that if it has any... Yeah, it's like, it basically... It removes anything negative for itself and gets rid of anything positive for the opponents. That's what it does, right? It's sort of almost like what a critical hit does, but for, like, resetting stats, right? That's basically what we're kind of saying here, but that's such a unique thing. Like, it doesn't just reset everything to 0. It's like... I'll get rid of my negatives and your positives, right? Right, okay. Like, if you have anything where your, like, stats are down, you keep your down stats. And if they have anything where their stats are good, they keep their up stats. So, yeah, it's basically kind of like a resetting of all the bad stuff for them and good stuff for you. So, anyway, well done, everyone. We just two-turned that, didn't we? So, well done. Well done. So, you want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. For the team, it resets positives and negatives. I feel like we've, like, checked this, though. We'll have to check this. Like, if anything uses, like, a Max Flutterby or a Breaking Swipe, we're going to have to check this. Because we checked it... I know one time we checked it for the opponent, but... Okay, so I don't think we want Sceptile. It does have Breaking Swipe, but our team is, like, already better. Like, you know, if I weren't Dynamaxing, maybe I'd be tempted to take it for the reason outlined earlier, where it's like, well, aren't you weak to, like, Dark? But the thing is, I'm going to be Dynamaxing, and Jellicent has really awesome HP, so I feel confident that I will live, like, a super effective attack. And I think I only really... As long as I get one attack in with my Fairy move, then we should be good, like, at least once. Is the point. Right, here we go. Look at all those extra mouths. The AI extra mouths. Okay. Here we go. Or should I say here we boo? Right. Dynamaxing with Fairy. What was I thinking? Oh, I was going to say about AI or something. I think I have said this before, so I won't go into, like, loads of detail here. But this, and I think I did sort of say this, like, the other day or so I'll just give a TLDR here. But there's a thing about AI that I kind of think, this is my prediction, you know, sort of, like, bookmark this moment. Because my prediction with AI, one thing about it is that it will kind of get, like, worse before it gets better. And specifically, here is my prediction to bookmark. I think, like, in a few years, we will get some kind of big, like, quote-unquote AI film. Like, the film, there won't be any, like, cameras involved, or there won't be any screenwriters involved, or both, or whatever. Here's the Brutal Swing. See how little that did to me? And even if I wasn't Dynamax, can you see how little that would have done to me, even if I was just at, like, a regular size? So that's why I wasn't worried about, like, Guzzlord. So my prediction is we will get some kind of AI movie. And it'll review, like, okay or terribly. It won't be, like, good, right? It won't be a good movie. But there might be some people who are like, well, it's impressive given that there's, like, no one steering the ship on this thing. Like, sort of thing. Like, that'll be, like, the sort of the praise it gets, right? If it gets any. And there probably will be enough people who, out of curiosity, go to see the movie, right? And so what will happen is the movie will do sort of decently well. And they'll be like, well, we spent no money on this because all we did is, like, you know, typed some stuff into a computer. And that was it. So they'll sort of see this as, like, profitable and successful. And the company that does it will either then make a sequel and or other studios will be like, oh, crud, that studio just did, like, an AI movie. We better do one because that's what's successful. That's the thing, right? They won't understand that it succeeded just because it's the first, not because it's good, not because it has anything of value, but because just it's like the first, right? But it won't be very good. It won't be anything that anyone wants any more of. It's just, well, there's that one thing that we always wondered about and were curious about, and it answered the question of, yep, nope, don't need that. But, like, again, studios don't learn this kind of lesson. They don't learn when, like, you know, they sort of don't learn when, like, just because something made $1 billion or something like that doesn't necessarily mean, like, a sequel might or whatever, or, like, another one will. And so they won't learn the right lesson, and some other studio or will make one, or there will be a sequel or something, and then it won't do very well, and it will review worse, and it will review worse, and people won't go and see it, and it will hardly make any money, but then, like, someone else might try their luck, you know, it might be like, oh, put Morbius back in theaters, I promise we'll go see it, and then another one will come out, and then it will bomb, and we'll get a few of these experiments where there'll be, like, just rubbish movies that people don't care for, that people don't like, that people hate, that people won't go see. Like, enough people will see the first attempt out of some kind of curiosity, but then people won't bother afterwards, and the studios won't get why the first time around it kind of sort of worked, even though I'm telling you all exactly right now why it kind of sort of will work. Like, one time, it'll only work one time. You get your one ticket, you get your one, like, free pass, and then that's it. It's not going to work afterwards. But the studios won't get that. And so, but yeah, they'll then make a couple more, they'll be terrible, and then they'll kind of realize, oh, this is stupid, or this is just, you know, doing disservice, this is, you know, sort of giving our company a bad rap or discrediting us, and then they'll kind of go back to doing things more legit and more properly and more authentically. But that's my prediction for the cycle of how things will go. And we'll probably get something similar with video games, you know? There'll be, like, a game, like, it'll get put on, like, the Xbox Live store or whatever, and, like, a bunch of people will play it, and Xbox will go, oh, look how many people have played our AI-only game or whatever. And it's like, yeah, because a bunch of people will be like, well, I got to try and see what an AI-only game is like. And so it'll do, and then they'll be like, right, let's make another one. And then it's like, no one's going to play the second one. You know, so that's my prediction. All these things. Kevin, hey, this Fortnite game made a lot of money. We should make 10 of those. Said so. Exactly. I can't remember who said that about Fortnite. There was like a video about someone kind of saying that about Fortnite specifically recently. I don't know if you watched that video as well, or whether you're just thinking along the same lines. But that's like a good example. Yeah, we get this where, like, a game will come out and it will do well, and then people will be like, oh, we have to, like, make our own one of those, and they don't really look at why the game is successful. They just kind of be like, oh, we need to, like, copy that or do that ourselves, and it's kind of like, okay, you know. So anyway, Dusclops is a no. Araquanid is a no. Sceptile is not a Baja Blast. It is just regular Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. But will we get the Orange Creamsicle Guzzlord? No, it's a regular Guzzlord. Okay, so let's have a quick look. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Also, did you guys notice, look at the number of points needed to level up, right? So 10,296. Then we got 12,871, then 13,580, and then 18,638. So we've basically gone up in, like, order. Like, no two numbers are the same. But, like, they, no two numbers are the same, but they go in ascending order, so that's right. Xander, what's funny is I just had a Baja Blast. Oh, really? I had one with my, lunch/dinner, actually. I'll tell you about that story in a sec, but, Kevin, or worse, the studios will try to turn the thing that worked back into what they know because their imaginations are very limited. That as well is also a thing. Right, so let's just check some abilities and natures. That's a bad one. That's also a bad one. And that's an okay one. So Sceptile, we're bringing home the bacon. Did Guzzlord have an okay? Guzzlord was okay. No, not really. Sceptile was the most okay of the bunch. So, Sceptile sent to a box, he's been living in a box, he's been living in a cardboard box. So, now we are on to the wildcard rounds, or the if anyone is around to do Thunderous. Because we actually didn't do Thunderous. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, could you please let me know, if anyone can do Thunderous, let me know, otherwise let me know what your tickets are. So, say, like, strike the number of times you've played, say I can do Thunderous and my tickets are. Like, let's do that as the format or something like that. Ready, Set, Bow, let me know. And those are my tickets. Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Boswell, Celesteela, and or Stack Attacker. We'll omit Guzzlord just because we just did Guzzlord. And we didn't get a shiny for it. And we didn't get shiny Kartana either, despite that insanely annoying round. So I'm going to say no thanks to replacing the ticket. But yeah, no, back in like January, because last year, 2024, was the year of Baja Blast, where they put Baja Blast in stores. And they made it available in shops. And then, so when January came around, my grocery store still had like a whole, had like some boxes left. And my roommate loves Baja Blast, so I like got 2 cases of Baja Blast. And I kind of had them, and I was like, well, I will kind of like maybe like slowly work my way through these, but like if you want any of them, please help yourself. So we've kind of done that, but I'm getting to, I think I only have like I have 1 or 2 left now. But the funny thing is, the store still has loads now. Like, even in May, like 4 months later, it still has them. And I bet they're either past their expiration date or they're getting very close. Because one of mine had an expiration date of April and another one had an expiration date of June. So the April ones might have already been thrown out, or hopefully they sold. But yeah, like those Baja Blasts, like they're gonna expire soon. I can't buy them because I'm not gonna drink like a Baja Blast a day, like for 2 weeks or something like that. That's just like way too costly. But I have one every Friday for my fast food Friday, is what I've been doing. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Sabertooth, you can do Thunderous and you have Celesteela's ticket, but Kieran can't do Celesteela, so that is interesting. And let's see what we got here. Kieran, I know you're not keen on the old Thunderous, but could we, just due to a lack of options here, could we go for... Could we do Thunderous now, and then could we maybe, like, you could host a Buzzwole afterwards or something like that? And then that way, provided Sabertooth can do 2 rounds or whatever. But if we maybe aim for, like, so, like, Kevin, Kieran, Sabertooth, you guys can be Team 4. You'll probably also be Team 5. But if we do Thunderous first, then maybe... Oh, Kiba. Unless we do Celesteela now with Kiba. Unless we do Celesteela with Kiba, which kind of almost rhymes. Because I don't want to kick Kiba out. Kiba timed that kind of perfectly. Kiba, would you be okay to do Celesteela, or can you not do Celesteela? We're just having... So we had a load of people here, and then they all just, like, left. Don't know what happened. So we're starting to run a bit thin on, like, options and people joining. This is also a weird inherent issue with the strike streams, where back when I had 24 things I could do, and I had more players, it meant we had more options for wildcards. But now we're getting to a point where I only have a few wildcards left, but I also don't have as many people tuning into the streams, so it's then kind of awkward. So yeah. Okay, so Kieran, why don't I make a deal that you can host a buzz wall next time, and then depending on who is here or not here, like maybe we'll have like Kiba and Sabertooth join you or something like that. But does that sound like... Hang on. I'm going to do a new comment, okay? Hang on. We're going to go Team 4. Hang on. Team 4. Kevin, Sabertooth, Kiba, Celesteela. And then Team 5. Kieran hosting... Buzzwall. So this is my plan. So Team 4, Kevin, Shay, and Kiba for Celesteela. I do quite like saying Kiba and Celesteela one after the other. And then Team 5, Kieran's going to host a Buzzwall, and then it'll probably be like Shay and Kiba. But if like Froggo is like, I'm back, and then Reiji's like, I am also back, then they can join in instead, okay? If that sounds like a plan, then, you know, but that's the thing. But if like Froggo, Reiji, Bros for Fortnite, if they all come in the next 20 minutes, then, you know, I will have to give it to like them. But yeah. Okay, so if that sounds good, I'm going to pin that comment, in which case this is going to be the plan for the next 2 rounds. So, Team 4, Kevin, Sabertooth, and Kiba, with Sabertooth hosting Celesteela, please come on down. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We are going to select anything goes, unless you're Sabertooth, who is going to select Celesteela. And when we get on the pink screen, Sabertooth is going to have a Celesteela silhouette, which is quite a fun phrase to say as well. So, we're going to save the game. I have a question mark, because I am not hosting. And then I will press the plus button, and I will patiently wait for hurry up, Sabertooth. No, I'm kidding. No, I will patiently wait for Sabertooth. In all seriousness, like, take your time. It's okay. Like, for those who have only just tuned in, Sabertooth has not in any way, like, taken their time at all. That code is probably going to come in any second, and I'll be like, oh, that was quick. So here we go. Oh, see, there we go. So it's there already. So 2, 4, 5, 6, and then like 8, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I like it. Good code. That's some good coding. Okay. So here we go. Eden, and then me. And then we should have Kevin and Akiba. I mean, this way we almost had the OG Special K team there for a moment, but actually, no, we didn't. That's a lie. But we could, though. Okay, so Aiden and a Bo, and then a Kevin and a Kiba. Oh, this means Kiba, hopefully, for the boss battle, will have the power. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Right. So this is Celesteela, isn't it? Celesteela is steel and flying. It's like a Skarmory, which means it's only weak to fire and electric, and just regularly weak, not ×4 or anything like that. So Celesteela's definitely, like, I would say, probably the most awkward Ultra Beast in terms of, like, typing and super effective and stuff like that. It's defensive, and it's only got 2, like, ×2 weaknesses, which kind of sucks. Whereas at least with Kartana, yes, it does only have 2 weaknesses, and yes, it's better to hit on the special side, but if you just get like 1 fire type, or even something with a fire move, like a Thievel, you're pretty good, I would say. So, here we go! Let's do this thing. I like how we're in alphabetical order. We had experience in order. We're in alphabetical order. I like it. Very good. Okay, so Hitmonlee has fire. Sorry, that was not the impression you thought it was. That was me doing a sort of like a fireman Sam impression, sort of, but then I always kind of think back to the other impression that you thought it would be. Okay. Oh, Metang has Thunder Punch, so I am just going to go for that. Hitmontop has Coaching and Intimidate, and the rest of these kind of suck. Team Abco, or Ab-KO. Ab-KO. We're going to KO their abs. We're going to Blaze Kick to the abdomen. I like it. Ab-KO. You guys are officially Team Ab-KO. Where we kick them in the abdomen. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Tyrantrum does not have Fire Fang, even though it should. Oh, okay, but Dragonair does have Thunder. I will just say that. And then... Oh, and then there's Stunfisk. So do we want to... I'm going to go left for Tyrantrum, just because Hitmonlee can use, like, Max Knuckle, like a low sweep Max Knuckle, or a close combat Max Knuckle, either right. The close combat Max Knuckle is stronger and stuff, and the close combat is a move you should only be using, like, once per battle anyway, so in theory, you should never really run out of PP for it, unless you're using it for a load of Dynamax. But, yeah, if we'd had Hitmonchan, that would have been fun. Because then, yeah, we would have had the full set. But, yeah. Okay, so do we want... Yeah, so I'd say like a Dynamax like a close combated Dynamaxing Max Knuckle is good here. I'm going to go with Meteor Mash because it's stab super effective. Hitmontop also has stab super effective. I definitely don't worry about coaching when you have stab super effective. Yeah. But so, basically, do we want to get rid of, there's, what have we got here? We want to get rid of, like, Exploud for Stunfisk, right? Do we want to get rid of, like, Hitmontop for the Dragonair? Because I know, like, Intimidate is kind of nifty, but Hitmontop doesn't really have that much that's useful. And I would say Coaching isn't really gonna be that useful. I'd rather have Thunder from Dragonair and just, like, risk that than, and because we're going to be using, like, Electric Terrain strats as well. Like, if we go for Stunfisk, we're going to be using, like, Electric Terrain. So if we have, like, Electric Terrain, I kind of like the idea of having Dragonair for that. We could stick with Hitmontop, but I feel like Hitmontop is a more defensive choice that just doesn't really offer a whole lot. Again, coaching's okay, but I don't really think helping out... I don't really think helping out Hitmonlee and... I don't really think helping out Hitmonlee and Metang for, like, non-stab, not particularly strong physical moves is really the play here. I think, like, utilizing that Electric Terrain and going for, like, Thunder and, like, Max Lightning is gonna be more the strat here. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. But let me know. Let me know what you think. I could be wrong. Is there something I'm overlooking? Is there something that is very wrong about all this? I just think... And I think our team is okay here. I don't think we need to do any, like, double swaps here, really. Because we can just use, like, Blizzard and Triple Axle here. Like, we could go with, like, Scale Shot, because it's stab super effective. Ooh, but I don't think it's... Oh, there is a Scientist here. Okay, here's what we could do. Here's what we could do. We could have Kevin switch for this Dragonair, as is planned, and then Kiba could try luck with the Science, because we're gonna switch anyway. And then if Kiba gets, like, a good Fire or Electric type, we could then, depending on what we get, we could then switch the Stunfisk for someone else. So... So I'm going to Dynamax and use a... I'm just going to go with a Max Steel Spike here. It's probably my strongest option. So yeah. So let's do Kevin switch. Kevin has Hitmontop, right? So if Kevin switches Hitmontop for the Dragonair, if Kiba tries luck with the science, and then depending on how good or bad the science is, either Kiba can then just get the Stunfisk anyway, as planned. Okay, but that's close combat on turn 1 is always a bold move. It's definitely better as a turn 2 thing, because this is going to do way more damage now. Oh gosh, okay. Look, I am using Max Steel Spike in fairness, so I am going to be, like, boosting the defense back up. But it's better having a +1 defense that you lower to 0 than a 0 lowering to -1, as demonstrated by that scale shot. Because if that scale shot had done any more hits, like, that would have been really detrimental to old Hitmonlee there. But okay, there we go. Bold and brash, and we did get the cheese freeze. The cheese freeze. Oh no, Shed Skin though. Shed Skin comes into play and saves Dragonair. Dang, look at that. Okay, his scale shot. Okay, luckily it's going for me. It did 3 damage there, and then 3 more damage there, and then another 3 damage there. Okay, luckily it was only 3. It is going to lower its defense here, so that's kind of nifty. So, okay. Ooh, okay. Again, I prefer the old low sweep and then a close combat strat, just because it's a bit safer. But we did it, so it's okay. It's okay. Right. So yeah, we'll go for Stunfisk next. Oh man, Metang's on death's door. I know, like, should I switch? No. Yeah, so Kevin, you are gonna be the one to switch. Dooba ditch. Okay. Because, like, if Kiba gets something good, then we could get rid of Hitmonlee, you know, for the science. Sorry, if you just heard me clap there, there's like a bug in the room, and I knew I was gonna miss that. I don't know why I even went for it. Metang, where are the potions? Okay, so Cuba, I would say do a switch, because this could be fun, and do ditch. The only thing that's a bit of a shame is we're probably going to get, like, some ice, some max hailstorm, potential blizzard strats here, but let's see what we've got. Maybe we'll get an ice type. Oh, Weezing! Weezing does... Okay, Weezing does have fire. So, we could, in theory, in game theory, switch out old Hitmonlee here. The only thing that's a little bit sucky about Weezing is by setting up fire, it does mean that Dragonair's thunder is not as good. I will just say that. And it's a bit of a shame. We're going to end up having, like, 3 electric types, but no electric terrain. Unless we don't Dynamax. Unless we hold off Dynamax until, like, Stunfisk's turn or something like that, which we could do. Maybe we could all just attack normally on turn 1 and then set up the electric terrain on turn 2. Right, here's Stunfisk. Or we could do that in this battle, but I think, like, Dragonair is probably, like, a good thing to Dynamax here, so... Right, do I have any good attacks here? I have Psycho Cut, so let's go with that, shall we? I was going to say about Baja Blast. Oh no, I said about Baja Blast. I did do Fast Food Friday again today. Last week I sort of said I wouldn't do it again, like, until I got my phone back, and slash. But the thing is, once I move, I'm not going to be doing Fast Food Friday anymore. So you're saying you should keep the Weezing. I think so, because I think that... I think, like, having a full health Hitmonlee is... Well, sort of a full health replacement for Hitmonlee is going to be, like, the better thing, I would say. And, like, Heat Wave or, like, either Heat Wave or a Max Flare is probably better than, like, a Blaze Kick, you know? At least that's what I would say. So, that's just my theory, my game theory. So how about Healthy Food Tuesday? Well, to be honest, I have healthy food like other 6 days of the week for the most part. So, so that wouldn't. So Tuesday's already kind of Healthy Food Tuesday. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. What am I talking? I then need to talk about food or our strategy. Yeah, I think let's just keep going. Hopefully we beat this in 3 turns. We might not, maybe. And then that would solve our Dynamax problem, I guess. But I think basically Hitmonlee should be the switch here. Oh, Quick Claw. That's pretty nifty. But yeah, I think unless Hitmonlee, like, dies or something, I think unless, like, Hitmonlee dies, then, like, which... now that it's close combated, could be the case. We'll have to see. Right, Psycho Cut. Here comes the Thunderbolt. Ooh. Oh, dang, it's got that terrain up. Okay. Hopefully we should beat this here, but I'm just a bit nervous if we don't. Because we've done... that's like about 3/4, right? There's like between 2/3 and 3/4. So I think as long as we all kind of... Oh, okay. See, there a close combat would have been good, because this is like the final turn where we really need to deal as much damage as possible. But okay, here's the Hailstorm. More like a Failstorm. And then... right, oh gosh. Are we going to win this here? Is the hail going to be enough? Oh my god, that crit may have been the difference. That crit may have been the thing that gets us a win in 3 turns here. Let's see. Will the hail be enough? With that much red in the bar, surely. Yes! Alright, oh my gosh. That was a little bit stressful there. Although at the same time, we might not really need to worry too much. Oh, you ran out of PP. Okay. Dang. Did we, like, go against a pressure Pokemon or something? I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I thought, like, have we really used 5? Anyway, that's wild. Okay, anyway, Death by Hail. So, there we go. So, yeah, I think... yeah, Hitmonlee, that's fine. Because I'm, like, good defense... I'm better defensively than a Hitmonlee, like, I would say. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I've kind of forgotten Celesteela's moves, to be honest. But here we go. So, yeah. Kiba, I actually do think that you Dynamaxing here wouldn't really be a good thing, because setting up the sun would hinder Dragonair's Thunder, and then, like, yes, you would be powering up yourself, but the thing is that if we did max lightning, then we could... oh, the gas. That's interesting. So I do think if you... I know we like you having the power, but I think this might be one of those rare times where we don't want you to have the power. Oh, here we go. Plus, you can get a burn this way. Oh, no, it missed. How did it miss? There's 2 feet in front of you. And then Thunder hits. How did Heat Wave miss, but Thunder hit? That's really funny. Oh, no, if Weezing had Levitate, that would be a bad thing. Right, here's the Thunder Punch. More like a Thunder Lunch. Paralyze. Nope. Okay, fine. Thunderbolt. Paralyze. Nope. Okay. But now if we Dynamax, this will be a good thing. Because this way we'll get the terrain up, the terrain in Spain, mostly on the plains, and then that'll kind of power everything up for, like, the rest of the battle, hopefully. So, very nice. Don't steal my thunder pun. Very good. Oh, Kevin, you have... oh, yeah, you do have... you've got wide lens, of course. Well, that's helpful. That is helpful. That does make you all... what, better than a Hydro Pump accuracy? I actually... is wide lens 10 or 20%? I actually don't know. Right, Thunder. Paralysis? Yes, finally! We just used, like, 3 paralysis moves in a row. Like, it was due soon. Okay, well done, everyone. Thunder Punch, more like a Thunder Lunch. Here we go. And then let's get some terrain up. Some yummy, yummy terrain in Spain. Bo, you should set up the rain. I have rain dance? Do I have rain dance? I'm a Metang. Okay, here's Max Steel Spike. Oh, do you mean the Stunfisk? Stunfisk can just use, like, setting up the terrain is better, I would say. Okay, that's a little bit annoying, but no Beast Boost, so that's fine. Flash Cannon! Cat's going nuts. I may need to deal with him in a sec. Right, Thunder Punch, more like a Thunder Punch. But no, Stunfisk should just keep attacking with Electric, because again, the terrain's up now, so it will do like a ton more damage. And then my Electric move will do more damage, and then... so, yeah. Right, here comes the 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that Quick Claw good or great? Light Screen! That's okay. Right, here's the Heat Wave, more like a Neat Wave. And then there's Thunder Punch. And then if we basically just use an Electric move here with 1. Here's the Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. There we go. Well done, Team 4. Team 4 galore. Celesteela. Okay, well done, everyone. Well done. Very nice. Again, a bit of a mishmash of a team, but I think we played that pretty well, I would say. Dare I say. So Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. I may need to check on the cat in a sec, because I'm a bit worried that he could be misbehaving. But no, very well done, guys and gals, and non-binary pals. Yeah, hang on, I'm going to check that cat. Hang on, I'll be right back. Tyrantrum is not shiny. Dragonair is not shiny, nor is it a dupe. Stunfisk is also not shiny. Boo. But will we get the white bamboo Celesteela? That looks like a regular Celesteela. But we do have a girl team, which is interesting. Excuse me, sorry. Tyrantrum, no sparkles there. Dragonair, no sparkles there. Stunfisk, no sparkles there. And Celesteela, no sparkles there. So, Tyrantrum, it does have attack up, that's pretty good. Dragonair does have speed up, like that's hasty. Let's not be too hasty. Stunfisk, is it rather tasty? I don't think so, I don't like fish. Poisson. No Poisson. And then we don't get any lax or gentle. Woohoo. But yeah, no, I'll go with the Tyrantrum, because it always amuses me that it doesn't have anything to utilize Strong Jaw. Again, why they didn't give this thing Fire Fang, I don't know. They should have given it Fire Fang instead of Superpower. Would have been more distinguished from other Pokemon, but oh well. So, Tyrantrum is bringing home the bacon. Not to mention the Cave Cabbage, Stone Squash, and Pebble Peas. So, Kevin, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good weekend up until Sunday. Bye-bye. Okay, so we are going to say no. So, okay, we've got one battle left. So, we said we were going to have a Kieran-hosted Guzzlord, didn't we? So, chat, could you guys, gals, non-binary pals, let me know if Guzzlord sounds good to you? Shebatooth, Kiba, or anyone else who's a Strike Zero. Did Reiji, Froggo, and Bros for Fortnite return? That is the question. Or did no one return and we still just have the same team? Let me know. Ready, set, bow. Let me know. And then we'll kind of take it from there. Kiba had Guzzlord, right? Oh, JJ Futcher. Is it Futcher or Future? Lovely to see you. Hi. Oh, did I say... I meant... If I said Guzzlord, I meant Buzzwole. They're both UZZ. I do apologize. I meant Buzzwole. Sorry, we just did Guzzlord, Buzzwole is next. So, sorry about that. So, Kieran, you're hosting Buzzwole. Sabertooth can do Guzzlord, and Sabertooth can also do Buzzwole. I'm sorry for the confusion. So, JJ. So, JJ, hi, welcome. Would you like to play along with us? Can you play along with us? And can you shiny hunt for a Buzzwole, and would you be interested in doing that with us? Because if so, let me know, because we might have a slot open for you. Anything goes, but not quite yet. We're just deciding on the team right here, right now, before we get into... But yeah, so we can have Kieran host, and then we could have Sabertooth, and then if JJ would like to join, or Kiba, we might need to do Nightbot between Sabertooth and Kiba. But we'll have to see. Oh, JJ can't. Oh, okay, never... Okay. But it's lovely to have you here, JJ. Well, hopefully, I don't know if it's like I can't today or I can't ever, but thank you for joining in and being here. And if you ever are in future, then please let me know, and we'll happily let you join. But okay, so let's have Sabertooth, Kiba, and Kieran for this, and then that will make for a good final round. And then if we ever are able to do a round with JJ in the future, then that could be fun as well. So if that sounds good with everyone, let's just make sure we're connected on the Ycom. And then we'll make sure that we talk to the scientist lady. The cat is going nuts out there, even though I just sort of dealt with him, so I may need to deal with him again, because he's just a very badly behaved cat. Yuxi, Thunderous Kartana, I'm going to say anything goes. Kieran. Oh, you don't have the DLCs. Ah, fair enough. This mode is very fun, even in the year 2025, but, you know, $30, like, it is a lot of money. There is less to get out of the DLCs now compared to, like, 5 years ago, so this mode is obviously, like, I would say the main selling point, even though people don't really talk about it that much. It's really fun and really good, but again, $30 is a lot of money for, like, just this mode or whatever, so... oh, Gage, you got the Raikou! Nice! Okay, so we're going to type in Kieran's code. We've got 3245 and then 7572. Now, Kieran, forgive me for the patronizing question, but do you have a silhouette of a Buzzwole on the left of your screen? Or do you have a Guzzlord? But there we go. Gage, congrats! That's awesome. Well done, well done. Because when these DLCs came out, I've sort of talked about this before, but when these DLCs came out, they were really useful because it was like, the first DLC it makes training up Pokemon way easier. So it's like, you know, when you needed to like train up Pokemon for like raid dens and the battle tower and for events, having that first DLC was really helpful. And then you obviously got a load of extra Pokemon who you couldn't previously get, so that was helpful. And then it gave you accents, and like I said, it gave you a load of stuff to make training up Pokemon easier, so like the nature-changing mints and cheaper proteins and other stat-boosting items. Like, it was just really good at giving you all the stuff you need to train up Pokemon. And then the second DLC gave you all the legendary Pokemon. Like, there's so many legendary Pokemon in this second part of the DLC. And obviously you get the Dynamax Adventures, which gives you access to shinies. And then you get the tag team tournament in Wyndham as well. Like, that's pretty nifty. But in the year 2025, a lot of that is less interesting. The Wyndham tournament is like a nice, timeless thing. And the little character developments you get with characters and stuff is nice as well. But, you know, it's like the legendary Pokemon, a Pokemon like Kubfu, you can get Kubfu from the Scarlet and Violet DLC, for example. Can you get I can't remember if you can get Calyrex. You can get Spectria and Glacier, right? Can you get Calyrex as well? I can't remember. But but you can get like Spectria and Glacier in Scarlet and Violet. So it's like things like being able to train up Pokemon in Sword and Shield in the year 2025. That's not very useful. Oh, sorry, I need to press OK, don't I? But everyone's here. Like it's like Smash Bros. Everyone's here. So there we go. Oh, this is Buzzwole, isn't it? So like flying's really good, and then fire, psychic, fury are the next best things, and special over physical. Though I'm gonna go with Marowak just because it does have Screech at least. Oh, Doublade is defensively good against Buzzwole, and it does have Aerial Ace, so that's kind of nifty. And then Vileplume is good defensively, sort of. Yeah, we'll try and figure this out. But yeah, so the DLCs for this game are a bit harder to swing in, you know, in like these like later years and stuff like that. But they'll be around for a long time because the Switch Online will be available for a long time. Now, was that a Vespiquen? Oh, no, a Butterfree. Oh, there's Xatu. Oh, Xatu's... Okay, we definitely want Xatu in the top left there, for sure. Oh, and then there is Kadabra as well. Kadabra's pretty nifty. So do we want to go left for Cradily and then left for Kadabra and then in the center or whatever for, like, Xatu? That's what I'm going to go for. Oh, no! Okay, hopefully we can still go up to the top left for the Xatu. Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, that's fine. So that's fine. There's a Claydol. Oh, was there? Okay, but the thing is, Claydol's not... Out of the things I said, like Fire, Psychic... I should really say, like, Fire, Fairy, and Psychic, but it's just, I like ending on Hurry! But Psychic is the worst one to have, just because it is weak to Bug. It's a double-edged sword. But this is still fine. We can Dynamax and all will be well. I'm gonna go for I'll go for a Throat Chop, I guess. Yeah, well, we definitely want the Xatu. Xatu is a bajillion times better than Claydol, like, for certain. And Kadabra and Claydol... Kadabra's better offensively, but then defensively it sucks. Claydol is better defensively, admittedly. But, right, here's Max Airstream. This should do some good damage. Yes! Oh, JJ, can you trade a Zygarde? It's your dream Pokemon. I don't have a Zygarde, I'm afraid. And unfortunately, JJ, you're going to be hard... I am just going to say this, JJ. You are going to be hard-pressed to just find someone who's, like, going to sort of randomly give you... like a Zygarde, like if you mean like give a Zygarde, not just like, you know, oh no, oh gosh, that wasn't good. Like someone who's just gonna like give a Zygarde. Zygarde's a hard Pokemon to obtain. If it's like sort of, oh, I just need one for like my Pokedex or Pokemon Home Pokedex registration, that's like one thing, like a trade and a trade back. But if you are asking to just like give it to someone, like, you know, can you give away this sort of like rare Pokemon, that's going to be like a hard swing. Like, I don't have a Zygarde to give you, and I imagine a lot of people in chat, maybe some people in chat do, I'm not going to rule it out, but I'm just saying that to like, don't get your expectations up. Oh, hang on, the stream's got all laggy. Why has the stream gotten laggy? Why does it keep doing this? Ugh. Okay, let's hopefully that fixes. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, Kieran worked insanely hard for his Zygarde, for example. Right, no stars and sparkles, but we do want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Though, I will just say, in a few months, in like half a year, you hopefully should, in theory, be able to get a Zygarde, thanks to Pokemon Legends ZA. Could be a thing, but alright, we don't want this Maractus to, I don't think there's like any double switches here or anything. It's a bit of a shame. I am going to have to like keep this Marowak now. I was excited to like have a Kadabra and then Vileplume could switch for the Xatu. But yeah. Okay, so we want to go for, but there is Slowbro. So we could do Slowbro and actually no, we could do Claydol. Oh no, we could do Claydol. Oh, this is fine. We can do either's fine. Claydol or Slowbro. I didn't realize Claydol led to the Xatu anyway, so Slowbro doesn't have any water moves, but yeah, okay, sorry JJ. But good luck in your quest, okay? And maybe see you around another time. Bye. But there we go. Okay. Right. Okay. At the max darkness, that will lower special defense, and then if you guys do have special moves against this, that will be good. Yeah. So, right. We're probably only about, like, what, like 6 months away from Legends ZA now, I guess, which is kind of fun. It'll be interesting to see what the differences are like between Switch and Switch 2. I will happily just get it on Switch, like before Christmas or something. It'll be like an early Christmas present. Hopefully we get a shiny Claydol this time. Okay, so this actually, this ultimately works out okay. I didn't realize we'd still be able to get the Xatu by going for the Claydol. So, Claydol is going to be a bit better to have than Kadabra, probably. It's funny because I sort of didn't realize about Slowbro as well. I was just looking like at the left path. Ooh, okay. Vileplume does have grass moves, right? Like, doesn't it have like Petal Dance or something? Which I think is like mildly better, but right, Ironhead, more like a Judge Dredd. Oh, do we only have 2 lives left? Oh, that's not great. But we should be fine though. It'll be fine. Okay. As long as we hit this with like our strongest moves now, we should be pretty good though, I think. Because if we've done half the health already, then we should be good for like the other half. Oh, okay. But Giga Drain is still the strongest move. Yeah, Giga Drain is still like the best thing it has though. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this move feeble or great? Or cheer feeble or great? Okay. Physical. Let's get physical. No, let's not, because it only has special moves. Dang. Okay. Giga Drain. Nice. Very good. And that'll heal off that sandstorm damage, which is very nice. And then here's the max darkness. Yes! Well done, everyone. Kaz, I'm just eager to hear more about Legends ZA news. I know, right? I still feel like, given we're like 6 months out from it, I still feel like I don't know. I feel like we need to start hearing about it, like, I feel like the drip feed leading up to the release of it needs to, like, begin kind of soon, you know? That's what I'm, like, feeling. Because, like, we've kind of just had this, like, we learned about it, we didn't hear anything about it for a year, we got the news because of, like, Switch 2 reveal and Pokemon Day. But I feel like soon we are going to get to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to start getting that, like, drip feed of, like, one thing every week or two, right? So I think I am going to go for this Claydol just because I don't really have any, I don't know. Like, it's going to be better than Marowak, basically. And then if Vileplume Shibertooth switches for the Xatu, then that'll be really good. And then yeah, we should be pretty good here. It's a shame that Doublade doesn't have any ghost moves, does it? I got like Doublade and Mimikyu are kind of 2 sides of the same coin where they each only have like 1 stab or something. What do I want? Bright Powder or Weakness Policy? I tell you what, I'm going to go for a Weakness Policy in the hope that I can survive, like, a lunge or something like that, and then get, like, a really super effective move on it. Let's see what this has. But yeah, so, yeah, Legends ZA. I feel, I don't know when... We'll see. But that's the thing, I feel like we should get, like, a release date soon or something, you know. Maybe we'll get, like, a direct or something. Again, I think we've been sort of saying, like, the Switch 2, like... We'll get the Switch 2 come out, and then we'll probably have some kind of direct in, like, July, right? Like we'll have a few weeks of the Switch 2, and then they'll do a direct to kind of set up, here's the rest of the year for, like, the Switch and the Switch 2. And then we'll probably learn a bit more about ZA then, and then that's probably when we'll start getting a little bit of the old drip of Legends ZA stuff, if you know what I'm saying. Because we have just had this, like, we learned about it in, like, February last year. We then learned a bit more about it in February this year. And then we got a bit more about it in the beginning of April. And then that's it. Those are the 3 times we've heard about Legends ZA. Oh gosh, that's not great. Okay, well, my weakness policy ain't going to be kicking in now. Right, Ancient Power, more like an Ancient Flower. But Vileplume should still switch for this. Yeah, I probably should have just gone for the, whatchamacallit, Bright Powder, but oh well. Ooh, Steel Spike. That's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Sorry, I do also need to sneeze, so I may sneeze in a second. Fine and dandy, like sour candy. Okay. Oh, dang, it's 10 past 4. Yeah, we need to hurry up and win this thing. Oh, gosh. Hang in there, everyone. Oh, gosh. Right, Air Slash, more like a Hair Slash. Ancient Power, more like an Ancient Flower. Right, Pollen Puff. I don't have a rhyme for that. Okay. Well done, everyone. So, the thing. So, do we have, like, 2 lives left and then 2 Pokemon seriously injured here? Is that the situation? I think it might be. Well done, everyone. Da 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 da. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, Vileplume. Oh no, but Vileplume's gonna switch, so that's okay. But I mean, we still have like 2 kind of injured Pokemon, but luckily one of them is way less injured than the other, so this could still work as long as we use like Max Airstream, Air Slash, Aerial Ace, and Expanding Force. We should be good here. I also don't think I'm going to sneeze now, so I do apologize. Kieran, I will bank your bless you for later on, and I will remember that you blessed me earlier on. Right, here's the Buzzwole. Here we go, everyone. Let's do this thing. You know, there is one question that we have left unanswered in today's stream. Oh, I have Psychic, not Expanding Force. And that question is, what was Xander's Taco Bell order? Or did Xander, like, have the limited edition grocery store sold separately Baja Blasts? Because Xander talked about having a Baja Blast, which means either Xander has the limited edition Baja Blasts, or Xander went to Taco Bell. And if Xander went to Taco Bell, what was Xander's order at Taco Bell? That is the question. And we need the answer to that question. Right, here's the Air Slash. Good, that's a good start. And then here's the Max Airstream. This might even get the KO. It might just be just short. Oh, we did it! Yes, we had nothing to worry about. Look at that. They think it's all over. It is now. Well done, everyone. Very nice work indeed. Xander only has like 1 minute left to answer about Taco Bell. Very nice work, everyone. That was quite anticlimactic in the end. That's good to know that if we have like a Xatu and something else, there's probably like a guaranteed win, just based on like speed stats and stuff. So, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, one last time. If you haven't clicked like on the video, it was a bottle you grabbed from Walmart. Oh, so you got like the separate bottle. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Maractus is a no. Claydol is a no. Taco Bell sounds good though, I know. Do you have the app, Xander? Because you can get like the $5 box on the app. Although you might not even need the app actually, because I think they do now have like the 3 boxes or whatever, do they? But like you can get like the $5 box on the app. It's a lot of food for not a lot of money. So, Claydol is a no. Xatu is a no. But will we get the Mario and Luigi Super Swirl Saga? No! Oh, dang. It looks so big, though. I kind of always forget how big that thing looks. Okay, so no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Oh, you'll get the app then. Yes! Yes! That's the thing. You might be able to like just walk in and be like, "Hey, can I get like the $5 box or whatever?" Like that might be a thing now. But they definitely for a while did have there was like a $5 box that was like it was like exclusive to the app. So and plus you get points and stuff, and then you can like use them to get free stuff. So, right. Let's see if we got any good natures. That not really. That also not really. And that is better. And that's neutral, so yeah, okay. Boswell was the best, but Zatu's is definitely second best. I'll go for Zatu, why not? I think this weekend I will clear out my boxes on these games. I'll go on Pokemon Home like tomorrow and do a bit of a tidy up session, but, or I'll have a bit of a tidy up session. But anyway, Buck, that there, ooh, someone know they really like their nacho fries. There you go. See if you get the points, and then you save up the points, and then the points get you the nacho fries. And then, or maybe the nacho fries are part of, like, the $7 or $9 boxes or whatever. I don't know. Okay. So, well done, everyone. That was fun. Thank you, as always, for helping me out in my quest to get all these shinies. We are working our way through them after... Oh God, guys, we are like nearly a few days away from like 10 months of the strike. That is something, isn't it? Yeah, because like I don't know what's happened to the month of May, but we are nearly at the end of it, and yeah, we are nearly at the end of it, and we are nearly at like 10 months. Oh dear. Which means also we're nearly in like a week. Basically, I'd say like at the beginning of not next week, but the week after. That's going to be when, like, we hit the 10-month anniversary of the strike streams. Maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe to, like, celebrate... Maybe to, like, celebrate... maybe to celebrate, like... if we get to, like, a year of strike streams, right? If we get to, like, a year of strike streams, maybe we need to do something where I, like, wake up, have my breakfast, blah, 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 whatever. And then, like, we just, like... play until I get a shiny, like I stream until I get a shiny or die of hunger, something like that. So, but yeah. Right, anyway, guys, gals, non-binary pals, that will do for today. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your amazing love and support in the past nearly 10 months, I guess we should say. And thank you for your support today. I am going to go and do other stuff. Oh yeah, the Garchomp 7-star was very easy. Yeah, I just used Orthworm, and my friend Michelle just used... well, actually, no, Corviknight we ended up using. But I think Bronzong probably would have worked as well. But it was pretty easy. Hydreigon, though, I think is going to be a different kettle of fish. I think that's going to be quite tricky. And until we know like what... Terra type it is, we can't even really begin to plan around it, just because there's so many possibilities. Like, Hydreigon has such a good moveset, so too many different possibilities. Right, anyway. So, well done, everyone. Lots of love. Please take care. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good Saturday. And I'll see you all on Sunday, okay? And I'm actually going to go set up the stream for Sunday and not wait until 1 minute before Sunday. So take care, lots of love. Like the video/stream if you haven't already. And I'll see you all on Sunday. Take care, everyone. Xander, have a good... Everyone 07 for Xander's work schedule tomorrow. And take care, lots of love. Bye-bye.